Hello Internet, this is just an update from me on the progress I'm making with my KVM management tool. The main purpose of this tool was to allow me to create external snapshots and easily manage them. One of the things I was really hung up on is trying to get live external snapshots running, so I didn't have to shut down the guest, take the snapshot, and then start the guest up. I wanted to be able to take the... I knew how to take a live running snapshot, but I didn't know how to restore it. But I have fixed that, so now the memory state gets saved to a file, and when we revert to that snapshot, that memory state is restored, and it's all super quick and amazing and cool, and I'm going to demonstrate it now. So I've got a guest here, right? So if I virsh list all, I can't type. I got a guest here. If I sudo virsh reboot this guest, this guy disconnects, right? So I'm gonna connect this server that the server in quotes that I'm testing on is actually just a really old computer I have in my house. That's why it's my test server. So it's not the world's fastest, but it will work for this demonstration. So that's that. And just to show it working, right? Sudo. Unfortunately, I need to use sudo right now. In the future, I should not have to, hopefully, if I can do enough. But some of the commands will just not work in this. Yep. So, guest actions. I've only got one guest imported into this tool right now. That's the one that I'm demonstrating. And I am going to snapshot it, right? But before I do that, I'm going to get into a state sudo apt update. So I'm in Byobu, this is all in memory. I should be able to take a snapshot and get back to here. So 18 packages can be upgraded, CLS, and then this in here, right? So I'm gonna create snapshot 2, is that the name? Test snapshot, and then you can enter a description. It does this thing. I won't have it output the commands in future, but it's just telling me where it stuck the memory file and where it's gonna stuck the hard drive, the disk file. There's only one disk file right now. It can manage guests which have multiple disks, but for this demonstration, I don't need to do that. So yeah, it's done that. This thing's still running, right? And I can do sudo apt dist upgrade, right? So, whee, that's cracking away. But while it's doing that, I can restore snapshot, and then I've actually done this a few times. The latest one's always at the bottom, so 9, test snapshot, and then that's done its thing. I will have lost access here, right? So that's having a hissy fit. I forgot what the sudo virsh list virsh console template Ubuntu 18. And then sorry about this. Crap. On that too. So I just need to stage there. Exit. Close. So, yay! See, 18 packages can be upgraded. See this stuff. So that all works. To give you another example, what I could do is I've got a script here. And then let me just tweak this. It's hard to program steer PHP date time. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's just echo date H I. I'm gonna cock it up if I do that. H I S timestamp. There we go. Caps. Paste. Echo. It's just time, isn't it? So that is oh, can't read that, can you? Very exciting YouTube video. So that is constantly outputting the time. You'll see that 1928, 1920. Yeah, it's my computer says my computer's a few seconds difference. That's probably because we just restored a snapshot actually. So that's doing its thing. The time clock will get out of sync, right? So you can just do, I forget what the command is. Debian run sudo ntpd, sudo ntpd. Update clock ntpd service or something like that. Dates, no. Alright, whatever. You will see the clock diverge a bit because you just restored the snapshot. But I can php main, php script, output.txt, right? So that is outputting the time. If I tail you'll see it's constantly outputting the time. So I can go back here and take a snapshot, 7, to create snapshot, do latest snapshot. So that's doing its thing. You'll see this is temporarily, yep, and then it continues. But you notice that was more than 2 seconds, but the clock has diverged, right? So that will be a thing. But then if I do restore snapshot, I do 10 latest snapshot, and then, oh yeah. And close that, blow this up. So it's still doing its thing. Did this in the past and I was a bit confused, and it's because the clock diverges. So this will show the seconds, won't show a loss in time, but what's actually happening is this clock, it becomes out of date. It will slowly sync up to what the clock should be, but for the purpose of the script, it doesn't show a gap in the time. It just shows that the clock is in the past. If you wait, yeah. So eventually it will become consistent, but the principle is there. Live external snapshots is running, and it will restore the guest with the script, with whatever was going on in memory. All right, that's it for me, and I hope you had a good weekend.